What if there were a church that cared more about feeding the poor than keeping track of the rules?
Where healing the pain of divorce is more important than condemning it.
What if there were a church whose focus was on building bridges and bringing justice to their corner of the earth?
A place that can touch your spirit and help bring you closer to God.
Where Catholic means universal, and everyone is welcome, whoever they are and wherever they find themselves on their spiritual journey.
That's the church Pope Francis envisions. And it's right here in the heart of Boston at 5 Park Street on the Boston Common.
We're the Paulist Center, and all are welcome.
Some of our social justice programs here at the center include the emergency food pantry.
It's the first time for me. I'm going to sign my name and see if I can get some food. And I'm a young guy, and I'm 70 years old, and having a little difficulty in income. So that's why I came down to see if I see the food pantry.
Our emergency food program illustrates part of our mission here at the Paulist Center, which is to reach out to marginalized in our society, and in this case, we're reaching out to the poor. The Wednesday Night Supper Club, which is a hot meal for people who do not have access to a meal or a hot meal every Wednesday night, and that's run solely on volunteers. We have a sister community group in Hacienda Vieja in El Salvador, and the group here that meets advocates for, shares resources with, and visits with the sister parish in El Salvador. We raised $40,000 for them to build a water pump, for example, so they have clean water for living.
Okay, I'm gonna milk this. It'll be a few more minutes before the first.
Well, here at Supper Club, every Wednesday night we serve a couple hundred folks who are needy and hungry who come to our door. And we have volunteers who come in every week. Really, organizationally, we only have a couple of us who are required to be here each week. We have a lead cook. This week it's Peggy, and some weeks it's me. And everybody else comes in because they volunteer and they want to do something good. And then our guests show up and sit down and have a meal. It's about a community generously welcoming anybody to our door and welcoming them to our community dining room and serving a delicious meal.
And another thing is we serve at the table. We plate the food and serve it to the guests at the table. They don't stand in line. So we make do on a very small budget because everybody's a volunteer. And everybody's here. I'm a volunteer, Peggy's a volunteer, everybody else here is here because they want to serve.
Hello, Hacienda Vieja. I'm Katie, the young adult minister here at the Paulist Center. I've been working with Roberto and Sarah and many others from the Paulist Center here, doing lots of good work in this community. We have quite a number of young adults, those in the ages of 20 to 30 that are a part of our community, and I help run all sorts of different events in like social, spiritual, and service categories to help grow people in community and in faith. And it's a great group of people here, and we're really excited to be partnering with all of you and seeing where this relationship goes in the future.
Greetings from the Paulist Center in Boston. My name is Judy, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you over the years. We're sending you this video so you can see how important your presence is to our community. We celebrate many of the anniversaries that are part of your life, and we are certainly sharing your excitement about Archbishop Romero. Last week we met with Nick and spent hours talking about all of you. Your ears must have been ringing. We wish you a happy and healthy new year and hope to improve our communication with you over this year. Raphael, we want to thank you for all your years of service to your community. We wish you a good retirement. These are some of the crafts that we sell to raise money for our sister community. Some of them are fabric, some of them are Christmas this time of year. We've got nativity scenes, wonderful ornaments, and people come down after Mass and really enjoy shopping, especially because they know that the profit is going to help our sister community. Here's some jewelry.
Hi, my name is Ralph. I set up the tables for the sister community so they can sell the stuff to help El Salvador.
Mary wrapped the baby in swaddling clothes, a special baby's clothes, and placed him in a manger, the place where angels sheltered him. It was a very quiet night, and night made bright by the thousands of stars shining in the sky, with one star brighter than all the rest. That night, in the fields near Bethlehem, some shepherds were watching their sheep. Suddenly, an angel Lord appeared, and the glory of God shone around it. The shepherds were frightened, but the angel said, "Do not be afraid. I'll give you."
Father Mike McGarry from the Paulist Center here in Boston, and we are delighted to be in relationship with our sister community, Hacienda Vieja in El Salvador, and we're selling these wonderful things with the Share Foundation to be a support for our sister community, but it's not a one-way relationship, so we really depend on you to be praying for us that we can be faithful and expand the ministry of our sister community. It's been over 20 years now, but to be quite honest, people's attention span is sometimes pretty short. And so we need you to pray, and we need to work. We continue the great work of Judy and Joanne and Kathy and all these great people who work with our sister community. Amy Serino, of course, right at the top of the Pantheon. So we're dependent on your prayers. We hope that you have a wonderful Christmas, and we hope that as a result of buying all this stuff, I just bought some fair trade coffee, that your Christmas will be good as well.
And I'll tell you what, okay.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, say hola.
Hola.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Hacienda Vieja.
Merry Christmas, Hacienda Vieja.
Cerca de Honduras y Cabañas, Departamento Cabañas. Saludos, mis amigos de Hacienda Vieja y feliz Navidad. Nuevo año nuevo.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. My name is A.E. I've been involved with the Sister Parish Committee since 1987. And I can tell you it's actually been one of my highlights of involvement at the Paulist Center, being able to be in connection with the people of El Salvador. You've taught us a great deal. You will be in our prayers.
One, go.
Rafael, Feliz Navidad. This is Gary. Long time we have not seen each other, but hope everyone in Hacienda Vieja has a very Merry Christmas. And we know you are sort of retiring from the Directiva, so we much appreciate all you have done for Hacienda Vieja and the relationship with the Paulist Center. So again, Feliz Navidad and the best wishes for the coming new year.